everybody, so welcome to our yoga class. We're going to have a very short YouTube live yoga class in 50 Albion Road, Toronto, where we're starting 2 p.m. yoga classes starting in November 2023. Send a comment or a direct message to me if you're wondering if this is still going and how to register. The classes are going to be only $15 per person, so I hope you enjoy it. And the sponsor of this video is also Grow Fitness. So we're going to start with a tiny yoga class for today. So what you need to do is you need to have a yoga mat or a towel or a carpet. We're going to start with what we finished last class on the live YouTube. We're going to start with our simple tree pose, where you put the leg on the side of your leg, either here or all the way here. I'm going to do the middle version. And you breathe 5 times deeply. And 1, and 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then you do the same thing on the other leg. You just put it here and you just gently breathe in 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay. Then what you're going to do is you're going to grab your toes with index and middle finger and your thumb as well, your big toe on the feet. And you're going to grab it and then just bend forward. Allow that bend to be a relaxed form of the bend. And if you can do the next version when you put your palms under your feet, like so. All right, after you finish this for 5 breaths, then we're going to do a little bit of a floor work, because last class I was doing everything standing. So we did the dancer pose, we did a lot of things, so you can check it in live videos under Nina's Soyfer channel. And today we're going to do something on the floor. So I hope you can see me. We're going to start with a normal, regular stretch. So you're going to sit and lean forward and try to grab your legs. So on inhale, you're going to breathe in and straighten your back, and exhale, you're going to go like this, down. Inhale and exhale, you're going to go down. After you did that, you're going to take one of your legs and you're going to put it just on here if you're not very flexible, or you can go all the way to your hip. If you're really, really not flexible, of course, you can just get it as far as you can. From here, you're going to allow that stretch of the one-legged lotus to take place by breathing deeply. Praying position for the hands, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and we're going to switch it again to leaning forward, feeling the stretch, relaxing, and grabbing the other leg as far as you can, and allowing that stretch to take place for 1, for 2, for 3, and 2 more, 4, and 5. All right. From here, what you can do is you can exercise into a, child's pose. So you can practice by just bringing your, so you bring your feet together, your knees on the ground, and here you're going to just sit back and try to step forward as far as you can. And if you can go on your elbows, that will be a bit of a stretch, but if you can go fully, it will be much better. From here, I was thinking that maybe you could try, and let me just turn the mat a little bit to show you that. Maybe you could try to do something like a triangle pose in kind of a more fitness way than a yoga way, because this video is beginner friendly. So you're gonna go down and just walk your hands forward until you reach, and instead of going into something like a plank, instead of that, stay here in a triangle pose. Lift one of your legs up as far as you can. I can go right up here, but you probably could go like how far you can go. And from here, step this leg forward between your hands and get up into this lunge forward. From here, open your arms and look towards the front hand. Breathe 5 times deeply. And after that, we're going to go and put your both palms on the sides of the front leg. And from here, you're gonna step back into triangle. Stay here for a little bit, preferably you can look at your tummy. You can lift the other leg as far as you can. And from here, just put it between your hands. Flip the other leg to be perpendicular to this one. And open your arms into a nice warrior pose. Look towards your arm. That is facing forward. Breathe deeply. And from here, what you can do, you can face forward. And we're gonna try something a little bit more advanced, but you don't have to go all the way if you don't feel comfortable. So what you're going to do here is you're going to try to reach the floor. If you can reach it, try to also look forward for a second and then try to put the top of your head on the ground. This is your goal, to go all the way between your legs, but you can go as far as you can. And from here, you can also bend your hands. So how we do that is we grab the hands behind and allow them to fall as far as they can. And then wherever you stop, that's where you stop in terms of flexibility. All right, so you're gonna hop back and you're going to simply step this leg forward and this leg behind. And you're going to bend the knee again like the warrior pose. But then you're gonna kind of like take a little rest with the elbow on the knee. And from this, you're just gonna look up and straighten the other arm and feel a nice deep stretch. A simplified version of this could be just you standing like this and just grabbing your hands like so and just stretching. That's similar stretch, but this is just a little bit more advanced. 3 to 5 breaths. Deeply, and we're going to flip our feet into the other leg facing to this direction. We're going to bend your leg, put the elbow on this leg, and just look forward like that. If you don't feel like doing such advanced thing today, you can go back into the mountain pose and just stretch it like so. So either way, just for a few breaths here. Once you feel that stretch, we also need to a little bit do something called a butterfly position. So for that, you're going to just sit on the ground and let your feet create a praying position. So it could be here, it could be here, or it could be all the way to your torso. You grab with the middle and index fingers and the thumb, your actual big thumb here, big toe. And then you try to press with your elbows to the ground your legs. So it's kind of like this elbow is trying to press this down to avoid the need for a teacher in the room. And you breathe out and collapse. Breathe in and straighten your back, just like with the straight legs, and then breathe out and collapse. All right, from here what we're going to do is we're going to just relax the legs, and we're going to practice turning one leg over the knee, like flipping it over, like so. And if you're more advanced and more flexible, then bring this to your torso. But if not, then you can keep it far away. So from here, you can look at whatever leg is on the top, you look that way, like so. And you can help your arms by stepping on the floor. Or if you're more advanced, you can even interlock the two hands under this. But for you, probably it's going to be more something like this. That is a great stretch for this part of the leg. Let's actually do the other side as well. So you could be just here, or you could bring it a little bit closer. You could be just stretching this way by looking again towards the leg that's on the top, right? And then you're going to, if you're more flexible like me, do that, go under the leg and interlock your fingers. All right, from here, what you're going to do is a really great technique. It's coming from Agni yoga, which is fire yoga. And before I show it to you, I just want you to know the breathing. So you're going to breathe in, breathe out. And then you're going to breathe in really, really, really strong. Like you should hear it, and then breathe out really strong. Like you hear it, like it sounds almost disturbing. And when you have no more air, then bring whatever tummy, that stomach you can feel behind the ribs, like so. Just like slightly lift your stomach behind the ribs. While you're doing that, when you have no more air, you're going to kind of like curve your back, which will create a very pleasant stretch. So we're gonna do it together because I'm gonna be breathing. You're gonna have to kind of observe it. So let's try this. Breathing, the big breath in and out, and we're gonna stretch. All right, so when I had no more air, I actually curved my back like so. The other version of this for a more beginner is actually no breathing, just heel on the ground and like this stretch and like that. That's like a first kind of feeling of how it will feel to curve your back, but on the floor is much better. Okay, now what we're gonna do is we're going to learn how to do these push-ups. So they are both an advanced deep feeling of this like warrior pose and push-ups at the same time. You take the arm of the leg that's in front and you put it under your leg, maybe here for today, and do some push-ups. But the full version will actually look like so, like where you go all the way deeply push-ups like that, but you could kind of start here. So that's a little bit more advanced exercise. So again, you lunge forward, you do push-ups here, or you can cross the hand under and like so. A few push-ups. So yes, we're doing also strengthening in yoga. It's very important. And the last exercise I'm going to show is a little bit difficult, but you can hold on to something to do it. So you can grab, again, remember this, middle index fingers and your thumb. You're going to grab your big toe like this. You can hold on to something if you don't have the balance for this, or just put your hand on your waist. And from here, you can just stay here, and you're going to gradually every day open it more. Your goal is, of course, here. This is your goal. But you can kind of be here for today. And that was the first side. And you can hold on to something if you need a balance. You can kind of grab it. That's already a great step. Then you can kind of straighten it every day a bit further while you breathe deeply. And you're going to straighten it first. Point your toe and lift it higher. All right. Now, my favorite kind of relaxation pose is this one, where you deep squat and your elbows are pushing again your legs. From here,